okay, I want to fly around the world. And we'll see in the next slide is just a picture of me kind of thinking about how exactly I'm going to do it and so forth. And saying it was one thing, executing it was another. All right, so here I am saying that I want to fly around the world. I didn't have the money or the resources, but I had to go out and get it. So I went to community college for my first year, and then I started to volunteer because I couldn't afford to stay in, to go to expensive aviation conventions. So I began to volunteer, picking up tables, chairs, and so forth, so I can see multi-million-dollar aircraft, meet pilots, and see other individuals. During this process, someone was watching me. You heard the saying, you never know who's watching you. And it was the director of aviation for Florida Memorial University. And this individual offered me a full scholarship to attend a university, pay for my bachelor's degree, and cover my remaining flight licenses. Literally as if someone handed me a check for $150,000, and all I was simply doing was just volunteering. So here I am, wanting to fly around the world, trying to get people to support me, and for the first 2.5 years, people rejected me. They said, well, there's no way you're going to be able to pay for it. The fly around the world cost me $1.2 million. Then they said, there's no way you're going to be able to organize a team. I worked with over 80 some odd people, from logistics of the trip to fuel coordination and so forth in order to make it happen. Then they say, you don't have the skill. Those who've flown around the world before me, they have at least a good 10, 15,000 flight hours. I only had 430 some odd hours when I did the flight. So just to show you the next slide, some of the challenges that I went through in order to get where I am. This is one of my rejection letters. And this one came from Coca-Cola back in April of 2005. And Coca-Cola said to me, here at the headquarters, we focus on events and programs that are national or international in scope when considering sponsorship requests. What do you call flying around the world? Right? You can't get more national or international in scope than that. So I realized people weren't understanding exactly what I was trying to accomplish. So in the next slide, you'll see a picture of something that's very dear to me. This were the one pair of dress shoes that I owned at the time. All right? The one pair of dress shoes that I had. And I would wear the shoe and go out and beg for support. I still have it in my closet to remind me of where I'm coming from. And you'll see I have 1, 2, 3 nice, beautiful holes in these shoes. I had no shame about who I was and where I was coming from, because I was driven in what I believed in. And I would wear these shoes to very large aviation conventions, which you'll see in the next slide, like this one. This is Oshkosh. This is the world's largest air show. And you're probably looking at 1/4 of the air show from this image. Imagine wearing those shoes, going from one booth to the next booth to the next booth to the next, asking for support, asking for help.